Hello, fellow detectorists. Yes, here I am. I'm back out. Eventually, at last, we're back out again. Of course, the last time I was up here was the beginning of the lockdown. But it, as was correctly pointed out to me, once I'd checked the NCMD website, detecting wasn't allowed on private land, as most of us probably will be aware of by now. But you could on public land, beaches and parks, council-owned parks, places like that, which the public had access to. You were allowed to detect if you had permission. Of course, there is 2 or 3 parks that I know of that I can detect on, which I have done in the past. Some of my videos are from where I call the parkland, and I'm not going to say where that is because I know some of the detectorists that detect there. I've spoken to them, and for obvious reasons, should we go into another lockdown, the place would get bombarded, and of course it wouldn't be fair on everybody to give out that kind of information. So this is something which I've been thinking about. I mean, I almost went back there myself, but I thought, no, I will wait it out at home and see what happens once the lockdown is lifted. And of course, me here in Norfolk, not far from where I live, is we're now in Norfolk and Suffolk, and a lot of the UK actually are now in tier 2. And I checked the NCMD website this morning. I am allowed to be here. It's gone back to the rule of 6, where we're only allowed, I believe, in tier 2 to be outside with a maximum of 6 people, obviously social distancing. I did read about the other tiers as well, but I can't comment on those because I was only concentrating really on tier 2. But anyway, at the moment, I'm allowed to be here. Like I said, I'm on my own. I'm normally on my own anyway. We will see what we find here today. Oh, the usual. It's not my usual Saturday. It's a Sunday. It's the 6th of December. We had quite bad weather actually on Friday. A couple of days ago, we had quite a bit of snow, which thankfully had all gone by about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. But that all came down early Friday morning. Yesterday, they forecast more sort of wintry showers, especially here where I am now, and so I decided to give it a miss, and I come on Sunday because today is supposed to be quite good. It's supposed to be quite sunny today, and it's not too bad. It's -1 when I left home, and it's about 2 or 3 degrees here. So, but anyway, I'll get on with it. We'll see what we find, and of course you will see me at my first find. Bye for now. Here we go, folks. Now, I've been walking around here a little while, probably about 15-20 minutes since I started, so not long. I just had a signal down here. I don't know if you can see it. See if I can point it out on. Try and zoom in. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't picked it up. I've spotted it though. Can you see that? Where's my finger? Just there, look at the end of my finger. I'm going to go down and see what it is. It looks like a hammered coin to me, but we'll see. Yes, it is. Lovely, lovely. Now I'm going to have to zoom out again. There we go. How about that? That's my first target. Lovely. That's brilliant. I'll just give this a little clean up. It's in one piece. Not quite sure which one it is yet, but I'll just give this a little spray. I'll be straight back to you. That's brilliant. That's our first find. Yes, there we go, folks. Look, I've just given it a little spray, and I can see Edward around the right hand side. So that's lovely. It's a decent size. It's in one piece. So I'm guessing, obviously, that's one of the Edwards. Civitas London around the outside. Brilliant. What a great start. Lovely. Let's carry on. We'll see what else we find. By the way, that gave me, it was a medium tone actually. It wasn't a high tone. Gave me sort of a medium tone and about 66. It was a constant 64, 65, 66. It was in the ground and out the ground once I turned the soil out. Anyway, let's carry on. Lovely. Here we go, folks. Our next find isn't that much, but I thought I'd show it's an 8-sided. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. 8-sided piece of lead there, so whether that was possibly a very rough token or maybe just a weight. It's quite small. It is very rough. I thought I'd show that because it's obviously it's been worked as such. Anyway, let's carry on. Here we go, folks. This is interesting. You know that little 8-sided bit of lead I found just now? I just found another one. Isn't that strange? I thought that looked like that had been worked, and I've literally walked about 3 feet, and I just found a second one. There's the first one. So I wonder if these were like tokens or some very rough tokens. I'm on the field where, I didn't say earlier, but I'm on the field where I found some Roman coins, the Roman finds, and a couple of broken fibula pieces. So I wonder if these are very old, some sort of very old tokens. Isn't that strange? I found 2 within 3 feet of each other. Anyway, let's carry on. Now then, folks, we've got our next find. It's nothing that much, but I thought I'd show it. That, I think that is that the reed or the nib of a fountain pen? back in the day when they were using fountain pens. I think that's what that is, or what's left of it. It could be a reed or something from, I don't know, like a flute or something like that. But again, I'm not sure. It's one of the two. It reminds me of a fountain pen nib. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go, folks. Now, this is nothing special, but I thought I would show it because this is why we have to be very careful. Metal detecting, even on farmers' fields. How about that? Now, that is quite a large, looks fairly new, scalpel blade. Now, if I was digging in a hole and came across that in the mud, that could be quite nasty. So now I should imagine this was left here by the farmer, probably when they seeded these fields. They could very well be using scalpels either to cut the seed bags open or something like that, I should imagine. But you've got to be so careful. Anyway, I'll have to dispose of this in my bag somewhere safely, and we'll carry on. Right then, folks, we've got something interesting here. It's lead. That is it. I've wiped some of the mud off of it. This field is quite wet at the moment, but I'm managing. But anyway, I'll give this a better clean up. It's sort of a strange, almost pyramid type, round pyramid type shape, but there's some indentations in this, so I'm going to give this a clean up. I'll get back to you in a moment. But that's interesting. I've never found a bit of lead this shape before. Anyway, we'll see what it is. Yes, there we go, look. That is a strange one. It's probably just a weight. I don't know if these lumps and bumps around this used to be something. That's interesting. Anyway, there's nothing on the bottom of it. Probably just a weight or something like that. Anyway, we'll carry on. Here we go, folks. We just had the next find. This is quite interesting. It's that, look. Now, it's obviously some kind of little clasp to something, but it's still got gold gild over it, and you can see like a sort of a floral, flowery type design on this. But how old that is, I don't know. It's got tiny little holes in it, so that would have been fixed to something. But the design, I don't know, gives it a bit of age to me, but I don't think it's that old. You can see that that would have been a press that down and this bit would have slid out, I think. So what that is a clasp to, I don't know, but that's interesting. Like I say, it's gold gilded. Might have been a purse clasp or something like that. But if anybody knows what sort of age that is, let me know, please. That's nice. Anyway, let's carry on. Now then, folks, we've got a very good possible live dig target here. It's given me 88, so it's probably the usual thing, either a bit of rubbish, a bit of lead, or a bit of tin can, but we'll see. You know how these things go, usually for me, very badly. But we'll see. Giving me 87 to 90, so I'm doubtful about this. Anyway. Well, it's out. It's a clean signal. It's given me about 93. So it looks like a bit of lead. It's what I thought it might be. I don't know though. It's quite light. I'm not sure on that, to be honest. Yeah, there we go, that's what it is. It's just a bit of rubbish, I think, but it's very light. It's a strange material. It looks like lead, but that's very, very light. Anyway, we'll carry on. Like I say, all the live digs aren't good ones all the time. Bye for now. Right, we'll try another one. This one's given me 75 to 83, so it's sort of flashing between the numbers in that range. out, I can see it. That is part of a knife blade. You can probably see that from here. Fairly modern, I think. Here we go, folks. I just had another target here, and it is a coin. Gave me a good signal, as you can imagine. I mean, look at the size of that. And I thought, oh, that's a penny. George the VI. But I've never had one of these before. It's a half crown. 1948. Now, it seems to be a coppery sort of colour, but I don't know whether this should have been silver or not, or whether they are copper. But it's a coppery sort of colour. How about that? Nice detail on it. Half crown, 1948. Lovely. We'll carry on. Bye for now. Here we go, folks. Another target, another little coin, and I think I've got a little Roman minim. I found a few of these here now. Can almost make out possibly a figure on the back of that. Lovely. Tiny, tiny little thing it is. Anyway, let's carry on. We'll see what the next one is. Here we go, folks. Got ourselves another little Roman, or what's left of it. This one is a little bit more worse for the wear. But you can just make out a bust on there with some writing going around the outside edge to the left. Like I say, there's not a lot of this one left, but you can just see a bust on there. On the back, it's difficult to make out. Still lovely. The remains of a Roman coin. I'd still take that any day. Brilliant. That's great. Let's carry on. Right then folks, live dig time. Giving me 80, 83. But we'll see what it is. Well, it's out. What's it going to be? No, again, it's just a bit of lead. Here we go folks, our next little find is what I assumed was a button, but it could be a little cuff link. That's it, look. It's got pattern round the outside edge, but an obvious anchor on there. I have found buttons up on permission number 3 before with anchors on. I've never found any on permission number 1 or 2, but they are here on permission number 3. But that could be a little, it's either a button or a little cuff link. Anyway, we'll carry on. Bye for now. Here we go, folks. Had quite a nice little find here. It is again only a fragment, but we've got ourselves what's left of a little fibula. Look, that's nice. Let me just give this a little spray. This dirt is really sticky. Yes, there we go, look. That's nice. Might have even had a bit of decoration on the front of this one. Lovely. That's great. Very similar to a fibula fragment that I had nearer the top of this particular field. This one's come from about halfway down, so brilliant. Anyway, let's carry on. Now then, folks, as you can see, I've just had another target just down here. This is the hole, and just here I've seen what it is. I haven't picked it up yet, but it looks like it's another fibula, so I'll just go down and get it. Oh yes, that's lovely. Yes, there we go, look at that. That's brilliant. How about that? I'll just give this a little spray, that's all I'm going to do. Very similar to the last one I had just now, but this one there's more of it left. There's even part of the catch plate or the catch hook still left there as well, but brilliant. Back in a moment. Yes, there we go, look. How about that? That's lovely. Let's get round in the sun a bit better. Yeah, there we go. That's brilliant. Absolutely over the moon with that. You can see on the back where the spring used to be along here, and the pin would have gone down and hooked onto a little clasp type hook down here. Lovely. Let's carry on. I've still got a little bit more time left. We'll see what else comes out. Here we go, folks, we've got our next find, and again this is very interesting. It's come from just down here, and it's this, look, and it's only what I could describe as like a little lead spinning top. It looks very old. I should imagine this is probably Roman as well. It's got a very dark top to it here, as though there is something in the lead. Now I'm guessing that is probably, looks like a little flying saucer. I'm guessing that is probably a Roman plum weight, I would have thought. I mean, that'd be brilliant if that is, but that's what that looks like to me. Looks like one of these plum weights that they would use on their measuring or surveying equipment. That's brilliant. What a day I'm having here today again. Anyway, we'll carry on. If you know what that is, please let me know. But it looks like a little spinning top. But I should imagine it's a plum weight. Lovely. Let's see what the next one is.